inspection, he did want me to just read a few facts into the record so that the public have that information tonight. So I'll go through that briefly. The 2015 budget is in the amount of $54,263,671. The budget is within both caps, both the appropriation cap and the levy cap. The 2015 tax levy is $37,001,510, which is actually $138,020 less than it was last year. Now, on the surface, that sounds wonderful. However, all of you know you're dealing with some state aid as a result of the loss of Hoffman LaRoche, who lost $102 million in assessed value from Hoffman LaRoche. So even though your tax levy will be going down in all likelihood by a little over $100,000, the taxpayers will see an increase. The reason we're not describing all of those amounts is because this budget that you just introduced, the Division of Local Government Services, is only allowing you to anticipate 85% of the proposed aid, and Commissioner Evans is still in negotiations with the Division of Local Government Services, Department of Community Affairs, to try and obtain the other 15%. The other 15% is significant. It's over $900,000. So that process is still going on. On the expense side,
Excuse me, Ray, can I interrupt you for 1 minute? You're absolutely right. Commissioner Evans is our point person on this. But this is, in fact, a team effort on behalf of all the commissioners and reaching out and contacting our state officials and our county officials to see what we can do to get that additional 15% to bring us to that 100% level. So this is a negotiation that we're all working on, and as you said very correctly, Commissioner Evans is in fact leading that charge with the support and help of all the other commissioners.
Good. Thank you. I was just going to get around to that. Okay, so the actual spending plan of the budget, you have to net out a significant amount because you're getting all of the aid for the school and the county as well. So you have to deduct that out. When you compare last year's budget to this year's budget, the total increase for the entire budget is $317,000 on a $50 million plus budget. That's 0.6%, or 0.6%. It's less than 1% increase on the spending plan. Obviously, that's well within the 2% cap, and certainly demonstrates all of Commissioner Tucci, you're going to like this part. It represents an effort by all of the commissioners to hold the line on spending in a year where you're dealing with a difficult issue of losing that much in assessed value, knowing that every dollar will impact the tax rate. So Commissioner Evans wanted to pass that along, that the commissioners did a terrific job of holding the spending. And lastly, that the budget that you introduced is just the municipal share. As you know, that the county and school is responsible for their own part. And you're acting on your own part, which is the municipal part of the budget.
Right, before you said it, every year I think I ask the same questions that I'm here. How would you say that Nutley fares in the state as far as being responsible? If there's any increase, how we spend our money? What would be your comments as far as how we are doing our jobs?
Well, I think if you looked at just the required increase for health insurance and set that aside as a required payment, I'm not sure of the exact dollars, but it was about the amount of the total increase in spending for all across the budget. On a $50 million budget, for really only one line item to increase the expense. And again, 0.6% in spending for 1 year over year. It's probably one of the lowest increases that you'll see in the area. A lot of towns still haven't introduced their budget, but when you start to look at what the increase in spending is on other budgets in the area, I'm sure you'll see numbers in the 1.5 to 2.5 or 2% area. So you're on the very low end this year on what the increase is.
So we would fare good this throughout your areas that you travel. And how many pets do you represent?
55.
Good. That's good news. Thank you so much for coming in. Thanks for being patient through our proclamations and stuff. We appreciate your help.
That was a pleasure.
Thank you very much.